Hello everyone, this is Gamer, and welcome back to Elsewhere High School. We are still in Chapter 1, by the way. Yes, we are. So let's go back to our original save. So yeah, this is Elsewhere. Oh god, okay. Gotta get back to my voices. Hold on, let me get it. Luckily I got my water bottle with me. Let me get a sip of water. Time to do female voices, which I suck at. So, yeah, this is Elsewhere. If you want, I'll give you a minute to... Hey, Soph. He infiltrated the conversation with a distinct punch of pep. His voice was vibrant and fun, and he was undeniably handsome. Man. Derek was confident in his own looks, but he knew that his face was still young. But this guy, he looked distinguished. With his chiseled face and smart outfit, Derek couldn't help but blush with jealousy. Welcome back! How was the ride? With an inconspicuous flick of his finger, he dusted the ashes away from the tip of a cigarette he held. Hey, Vincent. It was fine. Great! And the new guy? Sophie gave a weak gesture towards Derek, and Vincent stuck his hand out to him. Hey, man. Derek took it. Hey, what's up? Haha, nothing much. So, what do they call you, man? Oh, sorry. I'm Derek. Well, nice to meet ya. I'm Vincent. Welcome aboard. Thanks. He wasn't even sure why, but Derek couldn't find his confidence. A little shy? Vincent pulled himself towards Derek and draped his arm around his neck. Vincent! You won't be for long, trust me. Only way to not go crazy here is to make some friends, fast. Huh, that's a nice quote. Derek wasn't sure what to say. Don't take it personally, Vince. He's probably just trying not to vomit from your disgusting breath. Oh, okay. Vincent unlatched himself from Derek and raised his hand that he held the cigarette. See this? This is my last cigarette ever. Yeah? So last week's last cigarette ever was just practice? Exactly. I had to know what it was going to feel like. Had to do a trial run. Uh-huh. Well, we'll see how long it takes for you to switch to pot or something. No way. This is for real. Besides, that stuff makes me antsy. Sophie stood a bit further away from the two guys, and Vincent beckoned her closer. Anyways, how was the ride, man? Oh, it was good. We slept for a lot of it. Okay. Oh, you guys sat together, did ya? So you two already know each other? Well, not I want to know everything. What'd you tell her? I hate feeling behind. Oh, God. My name's Derek, and we hate paying for shopping bags. Vincent erupted into laughter. What? So you burned through all the quality topics, I see. Well, geez, man. Sorry about that. I mean, I know Soph can be cold, but I didn't think she stooped to talk about shopping bags. Sophie rolled her eyes and then gave a reluctant smile. Yeah, and Vincent here is totally known for his riveting conversations. Yeah, for some reason, I'm hearing sarcasm here. He turned towards Derek. Derek, what do you want to do? Huh? We probably got a few minutes before class starts. I don't know. We can do something. Talk about something real. Soph can come too, I guess. He winked at her. Tch. Thanks, asshole. Derek looked around. Across the street from the school was an empty lot made of gravel. The school bus sat idle on the far side, but apart from that, there was nothing. What about that building next to the high, called Kills? Next to the school was some sort of business. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. And Derek could see a solid gray building in the distance. What's that gray building? What's Kills? What gray building? I don't see no gray building. I do see Kills though, so let me ask what's Kills. What's Kills? Ah, Kills. He's a student here. Runs something like a store in there. I mean, your options are pretty limited, but he gets an A for effort. Wait, what do you mean? It's just shit that he finds. It was an abandoned store when he got here apparently, so he made that stupid sign and somehow convinced everyone that it would be a good idea. It's nothing to write home about. Hey, there's hidden treasure and Kills. Don't listen to Sophie, she's a downer. Derek smiled with interest. Why? Why? What did you find in there? Sophie chortled. Well, like I said, it's hidden treasure. Which is his way of saying he's found absolutely nothing of remote value in there. Wow, Sophie, you really need to work on your listening skills. I wouldn't have said hidden treasure if I already found the treasure. He laughed, ran his hand over his pulled back hair and threw his cigarette to the ground, snuffing it with the back of his boot. Last one, I swear. Well, good luck with that. I'm going to try to get to class early today. You can come if you want, Derek. Oh no! Should I stay with Vincent or should I go with Sophie? Vincent, you're cool and all, but you popping out of nowhere kind of creeped me out, so I'm sorry. I have to go with Sophie. Go with Sophie. I'm gonna head to class. Sure. It was nice to meet you, man. Yeah, you too. I'll see you in class? For sure. Derek rushed to catch up with Sophie. It didn't take long as she ambled rather laggedly towards the school. He seems nice. Was that sarcasm? What? No, he seems like a cool guy. Why? Is he not? Nah, Vince is alright. Just alright? Well, he's usually a bit more forward. Maybe he was worried about making a good first impression. What do you mean? He's just not quiet about his feelings for me. Oh, he likes you? That's an understatement. She spoke casually. The topic did little to deter her stoic posture. How do you know? Well, a few days ago, he told me that I'm as radiant as the sun that's probably hiding behind these clouds. In class, we were discussing things that inspire us, and he said my facial structure is a large provider of motivation throughout the day. And last week, he taped a note on my door that said, I like your butt. Oh. Okay then. Oh. Yeah, but that's Vincent. Never quiet about what's on his mind. And what about you? What about me? Are you, picking up what he's putting down? Sophie almost laughed. What the hell does that mean? Do you like him? I mean, look at him. And he seems nice enough. Yeah. There was a weighted silence. I don't know. He's hot, he's smart, he's nice enough. So? It just doesn't make any sense to me. You're good looking too. I can tell you're nice. You're dumb enough to get expelled, but you seem smart. So what's the difference? Why not just date you? Oh! Derek tried to hide his recoil. The candid tone of Sophie's voice nearly made him lose his balance. Well, 'cause you don't know me. It's not just a checklist. There's gotta be something a bit more. Yeah, I guess. Maybe I just haven't felt it yet. Yeah, maybe. Sophie stopped in front of the school doors. Wanna sit? Sure. She perched herself next to the stairs, and Derek swung his backpack off to do the same. I thought you were going to class. Yeah, I'll head up in a sec. I read an article about mindfulness and creating calm or some bullshit, so now I try to just sit before class. Take a bit and think about nothing or whatever. Oh, does it work? Sophie stretched her eyebrows upwards and shook her head lightly. I don't know. It's whatever. Just trying things to help with the stress. Yeah. Derek gestured towards his bag. Well, I can leave you alone. Kinda sounds like a one-man show. Don't want to join me? Am I invited? Sophie's gaze sat elsewhere. She rested her head on her folded hands and smiled. Let's just sit. Derek drew breath and loaded it for a response, but instead let the air fill him, then escaped slowly through the nooks of his closed jaw. They sat. Derek's scrutiny of the schoolyard and its ravaged sterile surroundings found its way to the gravel yard across the road. It was gray and desolate and offered no respect for Derek or his restless thoughts. While he knew that meditation was meant to offer a sort of calming of the mind, Derek could see no exit from this loud excitement. He was worried and alone. Even though a body sat next to him, it was unfamiliar and new. She was nice, this Sophie, and pretty, but Derek ached for the comfort of something unrecognizable, something warm. The building towered behind them. Derek felt as if it were watching him. You are not welcome here. Hey! Judging by Sophie's reaction, Derek wasn't sure who had been pulled from a deeper trance. She looked up to Vincent with a cold stare. Yes? You ready to head in? It's about time. Holy shit! Don't let anyone tell you guys that I have a bad sense of time. Literally no one has said that ever. Right, so in the future, don't let anyone tell you that. Oh my god. Sophie stood up. I think the dialogue kind of messed up here. Something happened here. Sophie stood up. She didn't stretch, but seemed to find comfort in her posture immediately. You ready, Derek? Yeah, time to meet the teach. Ready. Are you ready for it? He pushed the question out nervously. Sorry, there's nothing to be ready for. I just mean I didn't want to rush you. Oh, yeah, I'm good. Let's go. He sounded much less confident than he hoped to. Sophie turned and led them towards the door. She leaned her body against it and pushed her way into the school. With a quick nod of her head, she gestured the boys into the building. After you, guys. Such a gentleman. Thanks, Soph. With her hands in her pockets, Sophie let the doors slide shut and followed Derek into the hallways of Elsewhere High. Oh, scenery change. Oh. This is an actually nice-looking classroom. There was less than Derek had expected. He wasn't quite sure of what, however. Less light, the colors of the room were notably muted, and it took Derek's eyes a moment to balance themselves. Less people. Empty chairs dotted the room, almost teasing those who were there. These many people didn't screw up like you. The atmosphere of the room was alien to Derek. Like so much else, he felt as if he were becoming used to feeling discomforted. It wasn't that he felt frightened or unsafe, but the classroom gave him a peculiar sensation that he couldn't quite define. Grab a seat, man. Anywhere? Yep, there's no seating plan or whatever. Oh. Another unfamiliar feeling of needless disorganization. Derek sat down next to Vincent. Sophie followed and sat on the other side of Derek. Don't worry, we got you. She stiffened her lips into something of a smile. Vincent reached over to Derek between their desks and tapped his arm. That's Teach up there. An older woman, middle-aged, perhaps, sat at the front desk, reading a book. A pen sat nimbly in her hand, her grip loose and unsure. While her stare was resolute and focused, there was a welcoming air about her that calmed Derek. Oh, so she's welcoming. That's nice. Looks can be deceiving. Why is this quotes popping up to me? Come on now. I know looks can be deceiving. That's definitely true. But come on, don't knock my positivity and confidence down, man. Come on. You don't have to worry about her. She's great. She can be mean, but just don't be an asshole and you'll never see that side of her. Okay, so just be nice. That sounds plain and simple. Fair enough. Sophie seemed to be rather alert. It was as if she were studying the room and those in it quite closely. Nobody has a bag. Oh, like a backpack or a notebook or anything. They're kept in the classroom. Oh. Wait. This school doesn't have lockers? Why would they? There's no lockers in this school? What the hell? Sophie's eyes never met Derek when they spoke. He turned to Vincent to see him sitting limply in his chair. You alright? Vincent moaned. Ugh. Oh. Oh my god, how do I do this with his deep voice? Ugh. Yeah, just tired. Man, this is taking forever. We just got here. It's all relative, brother. There's nothing Vincent hates more than class. Students filed in slowly. Soon, one of them sat in front of Derek. His frame was tiny and his movements meek. Sophie grinned, leaned towards him, and used her slender finger to stab the back of his shoulder. Hey, Toby. He turned towards her. Okay. I gotta do another voice? Okay. Oh, God. Derek is my regular voice. Sophie is my kind of female voice. Vince is my deep voice. What do I give Toby? Looks like a little kid. Do I give him a high-pitched voice? I don't want to give him a nerdy voice. Okay, let me try to think one. Oh, hey Sophie. Oh no, that sounds weird. I don't like that. Oh hey Sophie. No, that's for Vincent. Vincent's deep voice. Damn. What voice should I give Toby? He looks smaller, so I'm assuming that his voice should be higher because it looks like he's trying to go with puberty. All right, I guess I have no choice but to give him a high-pitched voice. Oh, hey Sophie. He spoke kindly but sounded slightly confused. Sophie gestured towards Derek. This is Derek, the new guy Teach was telling us about. Toby's eyebrows rose slightly and he gave a timid smile. Oh, hi. I'm Toby. Nice to meet you. Thanks. Toby turned back to face the front of the classroom. Sophie leaned towards Derek and whispered, he's kind of shy. Oh, good. So giving him a nerdy voice is actually kind of perfect in a way, I think. I don't like doing that to characters because I feel bad for them, but I think that works. Especially when he's shy. Yeah, it works. Newness never really sat well with Derek. He couldn't honestly say that he was overly welcome of change. This newness was no different, but the accompanying feelings of burning apprehension and unease were heightened. This newness was a punishment, not a necessity. He brought this scraping fear on himself. The walls seemed to close in on him. There was no room to breathe. And this is Ash. Huh? Derek looked towards Sophie and saw her gesturing to a girl sitting next to her. Derek had to crane his neck to see her. Oh my god! Now they're... okay. What voice should I do for Ash? Ash? Short for Ashley? Okay, so Derek is my regular voice. Sophie's my kind of female voice, because I'm not good at female voices. Vince is my deep voice, man, because I love doing Vincent, because all you gotta do is deep voice, and it's so easy and good. Toby is my high-pitched nerdy voice, which I'm trying, which that's not going well. Oh, what do I get? Okay, so 5 characters. What should I give Ash? Okay. Hey, so you're Derek. No, that's Sophie's. Oh my god. Hey. No. Damn it. This is so hard. Hey. So you're no, that's Sophie's. God. This is hard. I'm not good with female voices. Come on, gamer. Think. You can do this. You can improvise. Hey, so you Derek? Why do I try to give her a country accent? She's not country. I should have gave the country accent to Sophie and give Ash the somewhat female voice. Now that I think about it. Ugh. I don't know. So, hey, so you're Derek? Hey, so you're Derek? So you Derek? Hey, so you Derek? Yeah? Hey. Cool. Well, welcome. I'll improvise on the way. I don't know. I'll try to think of something. This is... Like I said, I'm not good with voice acting, so I'll try the very best I can. But I'm not going to give every character my speaking voice right now. That's going to be stupid, and that's going to sound awkward and weird. Derek nodded to her, but did not reply. She seemed distant. Oh, okay, so she's not a big talker. Okay, good. Oh my god. Alright. Oh no, that sounds like an old lady. No, she's like mid-40s or mid-30s. Alright, class. Alright, class. Oh, perfect. Alright. The teacher stood from her desk upright and gave a subtle scratch to her scalp, finding her thoughts. Most of us seem to be here today. Has anyone seen Killian by chance? Oh my god, I can't do all these characters. There was silence. Right. She sounded unimpressed and not at all surprised. Matthias is, unfortunately, still feeling ill, so he won't be joining us today. She made some notes on a scrap of paper on her desk. But other than that, I think we can get started. As I'm sure some of you have noticed, we have a new student joining us today. I give a small introduction, but I wouldn't want to steal that opportunity from you. So why don't you come up to the front, Derek? Oh, I hate that. I hate going to the front of the class and introducing myself. I know I took public speaking for a semester, and I still get nervous as hell speaking in front of everyone. I hate it. His eyes darted this way and that, and his heart surged with swollen tempo. Yeah, I know the feeling, man. Yes, come up. Come on up, please. She gave him no room for choice, but spoke rigorously. It certainly wasn't her that terrified Derek, but the situation. Yeah, It's not the teacher that's scaring him. It's the fact that he has to talk in front of everyone. No one likes that. I don't even like that. I don't even like that. That took public speaking. Okay. He rose from his desk and carried himself to the front of the class. He felt like a placemat for the other students' stares. The teacher made space for him. Moving to the side of the classroom and leaning against the wall, she waited patiently. Well, I could start. My name is Miss Dupont. Dupont. Ooh, that sounds Frenchy. But my name is Miss Dupont. Jemapel. Jemapel. Oh God, I forgot to say Miss. Darn it. Oh, you know what? I'm screwed. I'll just go half English, half French. Je m'appelle Miss Dupont. As Madame. Oh, Madame Dupont? Yeah. Unless she. Wait, I don't think. If she's married, it should be Madame Dupont. If she's not married, it should be Mademoiselle Pont. Je m'appelle Mademoiselle Pont. Or Je m'appelle Madame Dupont. Okay. Sorry, I'm off topic. I am, for now, the only teacher here at Elsewhere High. She's the only teacher here? And I have been here since it opened 2 months ago. I come from Oregon. Oregon, huh? The same setting for Twin Peaks? No, I'm just kidding. Twin Peaks is either in Oregon or Washington. It was one of the two locations. I come from Oregon. My favorite dessert is vanilla flan. Ugh, I hate flan. And I have a large interest in Korean cinema. Nice. I like Korean films too. There's some good Korean films, especially the horror films. God damn, those Koreans know how to make good horror films. I mean, I'm not shading against American horror films, but just check out some Korean horror films, please. They're great. They're fantastic. She smiled at Derek and nodded her head in encouragement. Something like that. Derek's hand found comfort in his pockets. Okay, my name's Derek. I, just got here today. A low chuckle read from the class, and it did well to settle him. I'm from Iowa, so it's nice to see some other Asians for once. Derek is Asian? Oh. I didn't know Derek's Asian. I thought he was white. Oh, but now that he says that, I can see the yellow on him. Okay, wait. No, I'm not trying to say Asians are yellow. Oh, okay, I shouldn't say that. That's kind of racist. I'm going to go to hell for that. Wait, no? Wait, it's not offensive if I'm Asian too. I'm part Asian, yes. My grandma is Filipino, so I'm not racist. The class laughed again, and Vincent perked right up. I got your back, brother. Miss Dupont rolled her eyes and grinned in what might have been reluctant disapproval. Oh, great. First day here and I'm already making the teacher not approved. Good going, Derek. Good going. I don't really like dessert. Ice cream is pretty good, I guess. And I've never seen a Korean movie. Why are you answering her introductory stuff? Although he gave a large shrug to mark the end of his introduction, Derek did feel a small seed of confidence. At least I made them laugh. That's true. And what grade were you studying? 12. Very good. Very good. Très bien. Thank you, Derek. Merci beaucoup, Derek. Do you have any questions for us? Do you have any questions for us? Why am I going all French for this woman? Ugh. Oh. Us? All of us are seniors? What should I choose? All of us are seniors then? Does anyone want to answer this question for Derek? No, wait, sorry. Oh my god, I'm messing up. Does anyone want to answer this question for Derek? Toby, how about you give it a try? You can have a seat, Derek. As he tried to not rush back, Derek could see Toby shifting awkwardly in his seat. Um, Derek is wondering if everyone here came from the 12th grade. How would you like to answer that? No, we didn't. Thank you, Toby. Merci beaucoup, Toby. In the future, I would like to see some more elaboration, but thank you for answering Derek's question. Not all of you came from your senior year. No. No. Some of you are younger than others, but and by we, I mean the founders of this institute and myself, tried to install a very inclusive and accessible classroom setting. We focus on a multi-approach teaching style. But wouldn't that make it more stressful for you? All of you are the teachers as much as myself. Really? Seeing you and others invited to the front of the class to answer a question or form an opinion will be extremely common. Oh. Of course, I am the teacher and therefore the overseer and organizer. But that by no means defines my knowledge as greater or better than yours. We all have something to learn from each other. I know this might sound odd to you, but I think most of you peers here today would agree that it takes little time to get used to, and creates a much more open environment. There is zero tolerance for any type of bullying or discrimination. I hope that above all else is clear. Nice. Good. We should have no bullies, no discriminations. Thank you. She made her way back to the front of her desk and sat her body onto it. Her posture was casual, her knees bent, her arms crossed. For some reason, it excited Derek. Derek, stop getting excited. Maybe this will be alright. We'll be alright. Mrs. DuPont took a contemplative moment. Okay. Who would like to explain to Derek how we tend to start each day? Sophie adjusted her baseball cap. Was that a hand raise, Sophie? Just fixing my hat. But I'll go for it. Sophie turned. Wait a minute. Is Sophie's voice and Mr. Pome's voice the same? I just realized that. No. Wait, no. I don't know. Oh god, I hope I'm not messing up. Sophie turned and faced Derek, rather than offering her response to the teacher. We usually start every day with a critical thinking discussion. Oh. That's right. I appreciate it, Sophie. Thank you. Merci. Derek? Each day we engage in a discussion topic. It's an open conversation. Raising your hand can be used as a form of organization, but generally, we can speak when we feel the need to add to the discussion. There is no goal to this discussion, or rather there is no end goal. What we are attempting to do is to think critically about a subject or topic we might often give no thought to at all. It fascinates me, as I believe it does some of you as well, because often we see some of us leave the conversations with a completely new perspective on things. Oh god, I gotta do this voice. Ugh. Stealing music? Oh, should I give her that voice? Stealing music? But that's too high, and she's not if she was a tiny little girl, then that would be the best voice for her. Just give her a high-pitched voice like that. But she's not a little girl. She's like a teenager. Stealing music? Stealing music? Oh, you know what? I'll go with it. Stealing music? The class let out a low chuckle, as did Mrs. DuPont. Aha! Exactly. What a great discussion that was. There was a sense of tentative camaraderie in the room, as if the gel that held everyone together and close would soften at any moment. Today's topic. She turned around, picked up a piece of chalk from the small shelf, and began to write, speaking the words as she penned them. Is it immoral? No, oh, sorry. Immoral to lie. Oh. Okay, that's an interesting topic. Placing the chalk back, she once again faced the class and leaned on her desk. Is it immoral to lie? This is such a good question. This works out in normal people's lives, career lives, hobby lives, interest life, and political lives. This question affects everything. She let the question sit. Yeah, just let that sink in on y'all. Just think about it. Well, is it immoral to lie? What do we think? The silence in the class didn't spawn from apathy, but rather contemplation. Yeah. Alright, new guy. What do we think? Is it immoral to lie? Oh. You know what? Normally, I would say no for this, because this question is so opinionized. People will lie to get through their lives. Some don't lie to get through their lives, which is good. That means you're telling the truth. But some people rather lie in order to make it through life. And usually lying takes a back road and leads to a lot of crap. So the question is it immoral to lie? I'm going to say yes. Yes? Why? Well, because, see, we need to think. Think about the question. Don't think about society. Don't think about what you've been taught. Think for yourself. Think for yourself. Okay. He claimed a moment to gather himself. Okay, yes, it is immoral to lie. Because by lying, I don't know how to explain it. It's like you're changing someone else's mind for them. You're not letting someone think for themselves because reality has changed for them. She raised her eyes a bit and frowned, an impressed frown. Very good. Oh! I like how you specified your answer by offering your opinion on immorality. Fogging the reality of someone else's mind. Very interesting. Thank you, Derek. She took a pause. What about you, Ash? Is lying immoral? No. Oh. Okay, Ash. I want to hear your reason then. Ash? Ash, what have we said about these one-word answers? Yes and no are powerful words, but they are commanders in need of armies. Back it up, girl. I love how Miss DuPont... I love this. Yes and no are powerful words, but you need... But they are... Yes and no are only the commanders. The words, you need to back it up like the army. Every commander cannot succeed in a battle without his army. I love that. Okay, let's say this. You're at home, and you're a parent, and your kid's at home too? They're sleeping or whatever? And some guy knocks on your door and says, some guy knocks on your door and says, "Is your kid home? I want to kill it." And he's holding a knife and he looks all crazy and shit? Can you actually say shit in class? And he says again, Is your kid home? I'm gonna slit his throat." Obviously, you're gonna say no. Unless you really hate your kid or something. But most people would say no. And you lied to him. But does that make you bad? That you lied to this guy so he didn't kill your kid? Good point. Okay, that's a good point. So, you're approaching the question with moral relativity in mind. Can anyone here define moral relativity for us? There was silence. Vincent? Moral relativity implies that certain actions are immoral when carried out by some, but not by others. Derek eyed Sophie, who was already looking at him anticipation of an impressed glance, she gave him a mixture of a nod and a shrug. Or maybe an ass situation. Perhaps she meant that certain things are immoral in certain situations, but not in others when carried out by the same person. Very good, Vincent. A fine explanation. Does everyone understand what we're speaking of here? Murmurs rose. Let's picture someone living in extreme poverty. They were born into poverty and know nothing other than poverty. Ooh, now we're getting into like income status type of talk. Okay. Soon they slip into complete homelessness and their situation worsens by the day. That is depressing. They realize that in order to properly feed themselves, they need to steal. So each morning they do. Oh, you know what? That's true. It's either that or eat out of the trash can. They go to the local bakery, let's say, and they steal enough food to keep them alive. Now, take this same situation and apply it to a wealthy person. Oh, okay. I see where you're going with Mr. Pont. This person has no worries in regards to finances. They never have to wonder where their next meal will come from. But they too have taken up the habit of stealing. Oh. They steal food and electronics and so on. Okay, you said for the homeless person it was food, but for this rich person it's food, electronics, and other things. That's different. Is it possible, or rather, could it be reasonable to suggest that perhaps stealing in one of those cases is immoral, whereas in the other, it is not? Or is there a universal rule? Is something that is bad for one bad for all? Now, his voice was so soft that Mrs. Dupont's gaze fell on him with an immeasurable level of certainty. Toby? It's not. Mrs. Dupont smiled. Derek could tell that Toby rarely participated in these conversations, and so the teacher was glad he said anything at all, even if it was muted and vague. What is not? Oh wait, what is not? His breath stuttered under his anxiety. Oh, he's so nervous and shy. Kind of like me. Kinda. Oh, okay. This is where religion's gonna kick in now. Oh boy. There's a story in the Bible I read once. I think it's in the book of Exodus, but I'm not sure. Wow. Okay, he knows Exodus. Okay. And there was a king who was afraid that his slaves might become strong enough to overthrow him and his empire. There is a story about that. Yes, there is. And so he told the women working for him, the midwives, I guess, to go out and kill the male babies that were being born to the slaves. Yeah, I'm starting to remember this story. Yeah. If all the boys were killed, the population would grow weak. And so the midwives, they didn't want to do it, obviously. Yeah, because killing is a sin. And when they went back to the king, or the pharaoh, he asked them how it was going. And the midwife lied to him and said that the slave mothers gave birth really fast. That they were so fast that the babies were hidden before she could get there and kill them. She lied to her king, and in the story it says that God looks upon her with favor. Wait a minute. So lying is bad, but in this situation... Oh, I get it. God looks upon her with favor because she's not killing a child, because even though lying is a bad thing, even though lying is kind of a sin, lying in this type of sense is actually good. Because, let's be honest, killing is a worse sin than lying. You know what I mean? Yeah, lying's not good, but killing is way worse than lying. So, if you think about that faith, or any faith really, lying is considered bad. Yes, it is. But even though it's considered bad, there were still situations where it was seen as good. He thought about something for a moment. Well, maybe not good, but better than killing babies. That's for damn sure, yeah. Vincent began to laugh obnoxiously. Oh, man.
Vincent?
I don't even know. I just thought that was funny.
Vincent, what Toby offered was an insightful look into his personal thoughts on the subject at hand. What you are offering is abrasive and rude. Please stop.
Well, yeah, well.
I expect nothing like that again in the future. She softened her face and turned her attention towards Toby. Thank you for your thoughts, Toby. Personally, I found that story fascinating. While I admit my specific knowledge of the Christian faith is quite limited, I'm very glad that we have such diverse backgrounds to hear from.
Yeah, we don't talk that much religion in school unless the school's a religious school, then that's another story.
Thank you very much.
Derek looked to Vincent, whose body was stretched out down his chair, his head reclined against the wooden back. His hands were woven together on his lap, and he looked altogether disinterested. While the conversation was evolving anew, Derek soon found his attention wavering. Uh-oh. He could no longer focus on the debate. It seemed wholly trivial to him.
Is lying immoral? Why are we talking about this? This place. Everything seems gray.
The class seemed to pass by without force. He sat with no effort and let his muscles fall as they would, sinking into the chair. At one point, everyone rose, went to the front of the classroom, and gathered their notebooks. Mrs. Dupont made her way to Derek's desk and handed his to him personally. She may have given him some loose instruction, but it was lost on Derek. A formal lesson began. What was about was forgotten. Ha! Was that an improper sentence? I couldn't tell. Derek held his pencil, also given to him by the teacher, with a limp grip. He wrote nothing.
And I think that just about does it. We've covered today's materials. I'll also remind you of the upcoming deadlines. You should all know what they are. Please have your work in on time.
Derek rose slightly from his tight hunch. He looked to his right and left, and then to the clock.
Class is over?
Mrs. Dupont drew a heavy breath.
I think that is all. Oh, before we go, Derek, please stay behind today. We'll have a little chat, please. Everyone else, you're free to go.
Oh. The students stood from their seats and righted themselves. Sophie patted Derek on his shoulder.
I'll see you back at the dorms, maybe. Just let me know if you want to hang out or anything. I'm room 307.
You give Derek information that took me weeks of recon to get?
Derek doesn't tell me I have nice elbows. Who the fuck will say you have nice elbows? Who the fuck?
Hey girl, you got some nice elbows.
Who the fuck would say that?
That was once.
To be fair, your elbows are pretty nice. Oh dear God. I'm joking. Thanks. I'll probably see you later. Sweet. Later.
She picked up her notebook and pencil, walked to the front of the room, and deposited it onto Mrs. Dupont's desk. Toby and Ash followed closely behind her, and they left the room as a silent group. Derek looked to him. That Toby's something else, eh?
What do you mean?
What, you don't think he's weird?
I don't know him.
Jeez. You know him enough to form an opinion on him.
If I knew him enough to form an opinion on him, I would have answered your question in the first place.
Vincent paused. Well, he is.
What?
Weird. That dude's weird. Jesus man, nod and smile. Oh, so you're saying Toby's a Jesus freak?
Well, I don't think he's weird, so I'm not going to nod and smile.
Vincent ruffled his eyebrows and looked sharply at Derek. So what? You want to be all buddy with him? What do you mean by buddy? Hey, don't get it twisted, okay? Look, I respect all that types of stuff, but don't do that on me. Obviously, Derek likes Sophie. Don't try him like that. I don't know. Vincent, I barely met him. You want to be besties with Toby? Vincent turned from Derek and picked up his notebook, shoving it under his armpit. What? Want to hang out with him and listen to that pussy voice he has? Hey! Just because he has a nerdy voice does not make him a pussy. Hey, you better not make fun. Hey, Vincent, you're bullying. And I don't like that. I don't appreciate bullying. Ladies and gentlemen, I do not appreciate bullying or discrimination on this channel. So, I respect everyone equally. So, fuck bullies. Oh, hi, Sophie. Makes him sound like a pansy, man. Yo, maybe you should just get off of him. Vincent, get off of him? He's not even here, bro. I'm not on him. Whatever. It doesn't matter if he's here. You're being a douchebag. So now you're backing him up? I'm just saying maybe you should shut the hell up. Derek spit his last words out like venom. He let his crescendo drop into silence. At the front of the room stood a worried Mrs. DePaul, who was clearly distracted while helping another student. She had been keeping a close eye on their altercation, it seemed. Vincent snatched his pencil off the desk and stormed to the front of the room. His heavy boots clomped against the tiles conspicuously. With the flick of his body, he dumped his schoolwork onto Mrs. DePaul's desk. Once he had left, Derek turned towards the front and approached her timidly. Everyone had now left but the two of them. No need to look so nervous. Vincent's got a head that's as hot as it is smart. He has a temper, and he certainly forms his opinions on things quickly. Too quickly, if you were to ask me. I appreciate some of the things you said. Derek shrugged. Didn't make sense. Mrs. DePaul sighed and let her eyes drop downwards. Yes, well, carrying on. I just wanted to get you situated. Take you to your room. Answer any questions you may have. Oh, wait. There's a dormitory in a high school? There's dorms in a high school? Where are we, Japan? So, if you follow me, we can get started. Is this a Japanication of USA? She led Derek out of the room and through the winding corridors. The school was large, needlessly large. That's a lucky high school. My high school was not even that large when I went to high school. My high school was small, and we didn't have no dorms, but at least we had lockers. It sounds like the school I'm playing doesn't have lockers. I thought there was only one class. Derek followed her in silence, and she eventually led him out the back door of the school. Let me save my game, because this has already gone long enough. Alright guys, I want to end my video here. If you like this video, please give this video a like. Comment on this video on how you like the game so far. Subscribe to you want to see more game videos like these. Alright, this has been Gamer. Peace out, and I'll definitely see you on the next episode of Elsewhere High, a visual novel game. Bye everyone.